Louisville with the Coastal Virginia Real Estate Team, and welcome to another episode of CoVA Cooks. Today I'm going to make you one of our family's favorite holiday recipes. It's zucchini bread, and I know it sounds like vegetables in some sort of bread. Sounds disgusting, but I promise you it's really delicious. Our family gets together with Shannon and my mom and I every year to do a zucchini bread making day, and I'm excited to share the recipe with you today. So I'll tell you a little bit about the ingredients before we get started. So we have a canola oil to use. We have an all-purpose flour. We have sugar, some basic baking ingredients, baking powder and baking soda. We have 3 eggs, some vanilla, which is in every baking recipe pretty much. We have 2 medium to large size zucchinis. You're gonna need to make 2 cups of shredded zucchini. So it depends on the size, depending on what you'll need. We have cinnamon, which I overload in the recipe, and we have salt. Let's get started. All right, so one of the key parts to this recipe is that we want to put the ingredients in order. So I'm going to do it in the order that it comes in on the recipe. The first one is 3 beaten eggs. So we're going to use a little bowl here to crack our eggs. Canola oil. Any brand is fine. And then once that's in there, we're going to go ahead and start the mixing process so that those can mix together. All right, so 2 cups of sugar. We are going to do right in here. And my husband will tell you that I'm not the neatest baker or cooker. So things kind of get everywhere, but that's okay. That's part of the fun. 3 teaspoons of vanilla. 1, 2, 3. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And I always have to look at these 2 because they get kind of confusing. I always have to remind myself which one is which. Now we have 3 cups of flour. I'm going to mix while I'm putting it in there. Okay, so we're gonna prepare the zucchini now, but usually I do this prior to starting the mixing process. So basically these are pretty large zucchinis for this recipe. You can go smaller if you need to. We're gonna do 2 cups, heaping cups full for this recipe. So we're just gonna cut off the ends, and then we're going to peel them. Now that we are all peeled, we are going to take a grater, just like a cheese grater. You can also use a food processor if that works for you. And we're just gonna grate it. Kind of just gotta like hold it like a block of cheese. I usually mix what I'm doing between the small side and the large side. cups here after we grated it. We like to use like a heaping cup, so don't like really, you know, be shy. I might have to grate it a little bit more, but it's gonna be, you know, 2 big cups. So we'll go over it and we'll put that in the recipe with mixing while we're dumping it in. So we've pretty well mixed the batter all together. It's nice and mixed throughout and pretty gooey. So we're gonna go ahead and start the process of preheating the oven. So the oven is going to be set at 325 and it's gonna bake for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. And I know it's hard when you don't have an exact time, but I will tell you that you'll be able to see the low fries, and you can always use the little toothpick trick to stick it in there and make sure that there's nothing that comes out with the toothpick. I am just checking on our bread, so I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek. Looking really good. So our bread timer has gone off, so our zucchini bread is complete. So we're just going to take it out of the oven. Up the whole house, so be prepared to be hungry. They look really good, really perfect. It was in there for just a little over 1 hour, so not long. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of CoVA Cooks and watching me make our family